have you ever been in a situation, or have you noticed this? You have a patient and the hemoglobin is low, but for some reason they've done all the tests, the scopes and all that, and they don't see any bleeding, but the hemoglobin is just low, right? I was just thinking about it, and I think this could be some of the reasons, right? Let's just chit chat. Feel free to add in the comment section what you think could be some of the reasons. So, have you heard about the term hemodilution? Hemodilution basically is your blood being diluted. Now let's look at this example. You have a cranberry juice in 2 separate cups. Okay? If you're like me, when my kids want juice, I usually don't give them juice, but if they want, if I'm being kind and then I give them juice, I usually dilute it. And if I dilute it, it just makes it less sugary. Okay? So if the sugar content in 1 cup that is being diluted, or if the sugar content in the cup that is not diluted is 50%, if you dilute it, the sugar content is going to go down to, let's say, 20 or 10%. And that is what happens when the patient's blood is diluted. In the sense that if you have a patient that is running fluids, let's say Ringer's lactate at 125, okay, for quite some time, let's say a day or 2, right? And you don't address it, or you don't bring it to the doctor's attention, guess what? Ringer's lactate is going to dilute your patient's blood, and it's going to show as evidence by the hemoglobin being low. So that is one factor. And also, I don't know, guys, have you ever heard of hospital-acquired anemia? Woo! But we have hospital-acquired anemia, and basically it's from the blood work we do on our patients. So let's say you have a patient who is supposed to have daily blood work, right? So CBC, E7 or E10, your INR, PTT, and maybe lactate or something. All these involve different tubings, okay? And roughly most of the tubings take, let's say, 7 to 10 months, right? If you are doing that's the longer ones. The shorter ones will take, let's say, 3 to 4 months, right? But let's just say we are using the longer ones, right? So if you are doing CBC and all that daily, that's going to take a lot of blood, right? So let's say you are doing that for almost every day. You need to calculate it and see. The patient will be losing a lot of blood from that. Not even factoring the fact where, let's say the patient has to get blood cultures ×2. That is also going to take a lot, because your blood cultures ×2, you need almost like 10 mils in each bottle, and you need almost like 4 bottles for that. I haven't even brought in the fact that your patient, especially your PIC patient, if you are doing your PIC draws, what happens? You need to discard the first blood, and that is roughly 7 to 10 mils. So all these things add up to patient's hemoglobin being low. That is just me thinking out loud. Add in the comment section what you think, and I am already at the hospital. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.